The chosen one. What you've been doing recently has worked quite nicely. You won big. The indications had been there all along. Every action, choice, and moment of faith in yourself has led you to this place. The energy you've been sending out into the cosmos has come back to you in plenty. Whether you knew it or not, the parts had been coming into place. And now the win is apparent. This is your moment. You have stepped into the power that was always intended for you. Now, if you enjoy this video, please subscribe. If you have not subscribed to the channel. And before we go any farther, I'd want you to do something tremendous. Watch this video till the finish. Allow this message to fully reach you. Let it soak in. And as you listen, I'd want you to engage in something unique. Go to the comments section and send your fondest wishes along with the numbers 777, because this represents completeness, the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. A fresh cycle starts today, one that positions you for even bigger successes. When you compose your desires, if you feel the abundance of divine love in your heart, now is the time to share it. You can help spread God's blessings by clicking the super thank you button on YouTube and contributing $20 or more. You put forth energy that is consistent with the reality you are creating. You send out signals that you are open to accepting all of the gifts that come your way. The universe listens. The universe replies. Your request is being put into action. When you put things out there, you may not know how much you've changed. You have been experiencing internal changes. You've been making decisions that are consistent with your best self. Even when the way seemed uncertain and the odds looked stacked against you, you persisted. And it's all beginning to pay off. You have seen the evidence. The breakthroughs are occurring. The rewards are appearing. This isn't luck. This is not arbitrary. This is the consequence of everything you've done thus far. They doubted you. They underestimated you. But deep inside, you felt there was something more in store for you. You clung onto the inner knowledge that you didn't need their approval. You did not need their approval. You followed your course nonetheless. And now the tables have turned. Now, the outcomes speak for themselves. Now they realize what you always knew was possible. This is only the beginning. You're entering a period when all you've worked for will come to fruition. Opportunities that appeared out of reach have suddenly become more accessible. The abundance that once seemed like a pipe dream is becoming a reality. Those who questioned you will have no option but to admit the truth. You are asserting your dominance in a manner that can no longer be ignored. The chosen one. You were never intended to blend in. You were never intended to settle for less. That intuition inside of you, telling you there was more, was not a mistake. It wasn't an illusion. It was your inner direction that brought you to this precise time. And now you're standing in your triumph. There were times when you wanted to give up. There were times when the challenges looked insurmountable. Moments when you wondered whether it was all worth it. However, you continued to go ahead. You trusted, even when the explanations were unclear. As a result, you came out ahead. You have overcome the hurdles. You've shown to yourself that you're stronger than any situation. There will be others who attempt to minimize your accomplishments. They'll attempt to make it seem simple, as if you simply got fortunate. But we both know the truth. You are aware of the challenges you experienced. You understand the sacrifices you made. You're familiar with the wars you fought, both visible and unseen. And that is why this triumph is so significant. Because it's yours. You've earned it. You deserve every gift that comes your way. Now is not the time to hold back. This is not the time to belittle. Now is the moment to accept all that is happening for you. No more shrinking or second-guessing. The world needs you to completely embrace your brilliance. The world needs your light. You've gone too far to quit now with God's blessings. If you feel the abundance of divine love in your heart, now is the time to share it. You can help spread God's blessings by clicking the super thank you button on YouTube and contributing $20 or more. You are asked to bless this message by making a wonderful contribution of $20 or more using the super thanks button on YouTube. Let us promote faith, hope, and love, bringing light not just into our own lives, but also to those who need it the most. Your wonderful city becomes a source of inspiration and healing for many individuals. The energy you are walking into right now is unstoppable. The momentum is rising. The doors are opening. What previously seems insurmountable is now within grasp. You're no longer waiting. You're getting. You're no longer hoping. You are knowledgeable. This represents a change in reality. This is the culmination of all you've been striving toward. Those who previously questioned you, they will be in amazement. The barriers that previously stood in your way, they will fall under the weight of your will. The anxieties that previously kept you back, they will vanish as you go on with unwavering confidence. The cosmos has been observing every effort, every secret prayer, and every moment of fortitude. It's all been seen, and the consequences are obvious. You are entering a level of triumph that cannot be ignored. What you once imagined is becoming a reality right in front of your eyes. The vision you cherished in your heart is becoming a reality. This is no coincidence. This is not by coincidence. This is your prize for persistence. The energy you've expended has come back to you in ways you never expected. The seeds you sowed with confidence are already producing fruit. The hard nights, the sacrifices, the times when you decided to keep going despite everything. This is when everything begins to make sense. The chosen one. You are entering a period of indisputable triumph. There were instances when you felt like nobody noticed your efforts. There were times when you questioned whether all of the hard work, heartache, and patience was worthwhile. But now you're witnessing the evidence. You are experiencing a metamorphosis. You are feeling a transition. The cosmos runs on balance. When you pour in passion and connect with your larger mission, when you stay loyal in the face of adversity, eventually, the balance will change in your favor. That is precisely what is occurring right now. For so long, it seemed as if you were doing all of the effort with no tangible results. It seemed like you were giving your everything, yet the doors stayed closed. The possibilities seemed just out of grasp. However, it is no longer your reality. The doors are opening. The way is becoming clearer. Blessings are pouring in unexpected ways. And now, there are many who mistrust you. They're watching. Those who doubted your ability to succeed. They are observing your growth. However, this win is not intended to prove them incorrect. This win is about demonstrating to yourself that you were always destined for greatness. This is about claiming your power and accepting the reality of who you are. This is the season when your presence will create space for you. This is the period when your abilities, skills, and purpose will take you precisely where you need to be. No more delays or obstructions. What is destined for you will come to you without resistance. Some people will attempt to appear as if they are constantly on your side. They'll want to align with your success. They will pretend that they have always believed in you. But you remember. You recall the times when you stood alone. You recall the moments when no one applauded for you. You recall when all you had was trust. Nonetheless, you persevered. That's why this triumph is unique. Because it was constructed during calm hours. It was erected during the unseen warfare. It was constructed when no one was observing. And suddenly the world is taking notice. People who formerly neglected you can no longer ignore you. If you feel the abundance of divine love in your heart, now is the time to share it. You can help spread God's blessings by clicking the super thank you button on YouTube and contributing $20 or more. Those who previously questioned your potential can no longer do so. The fact is apparent. You've ascended. But here is the reality. This isn't your ultimate destination. This is only the beginning. This is just the beginning of your journey. There's more. Greater success, deeper fulfillment, increased levels of abundance. Everything is ahead of you. You're just getting started. This is the moment to stay focused. Now is the moment to safeguard your energy. Not everyone will grasp the new level you are entering. Not everyone will be celebrating with you. And that's all right, because this route was never for them. It was always about you and your connection to your destiny. The chosen one. What you've been doing recently has worked quite nicely. You won big. The momentum is in your favor. The change has occurred, and nothing can prevent what is intended for you. This is your time, and things will only get better from here. The change is apparent. The vibe surrounding you has shifted. What formerly seemed like resistance is now becoming simple alignment. Where there were once locked doors, there are now open routes. The weight you've carried for so long is being lifted, and the responsibilities that previously seemed insurmountable are melting in the light of your breakthrough. You did not come this far by chance. Everything you've experienced, learnt, and conquered, everything has been leading up to this point. This is your turn to receive. This is your moment to truly embrace the life that was always destined for you. It has not been easy. You had to go through some of the worst times in your life to get here. You've faced challenges that should have broken you. However, they didn't. Rather, they polished you. They made you stronger. They enhanced your intellect and fortified your soul. As you stand at this moment of triumph, you may look back and see the reason for every obstacle, pain, and learning. The chosen one. You were never intended to remain in the shadows. You were never intended to fight indefinitely. The road you've taken has formed you, but not defined you. What defines you is the power you have claimed, the resilience you have shown, and the destiny you are embarking on right now. The change is palpable throughout the globe. People who formerly disregarded you are now paying attention to people who were previously neglected. You are now paying careful attention. Some are perplexed, wondering how you managed to turn things around. But you know the truth. You are aware of the effort you have done. You understand the sacrifices you made. You remember the fights you fought while no one was watching. This triumph was not by luck. This isn't luck. This is not something that occurred overnight. This is the culmination of years of labor, faith, and discipline. This is the result of your every decision to keep going. If you feel the abundance of divine love in your heart, now is the time to share it. You can help spread God's blessings by clicking the super thank you button on YouTube and contributing $20 or more. When every part of you wants to give up, and now you're witnessing the effects. Your energy is magnetic. You have entered a frequency in which opportunities come to you readily. The proper individuals are attracted to you. The ideal circumstances are aligning. You're no longer pursuing. Everything you need is delivered straight to you. This is what occurs when you embrace your power. This is what occurs when you believe in the process and refuse to allow transitory setbacks shape your future. People who formerly questioned you are now realizing the reality. They departed while you were struggling. They are now quiet, but it was never about them. This was always about you and your capacity to advance. And you did. You demonstrated to yourself that no matter how difficult it became or how long it took, you would not give up. Everything you've worked for is finally coming to fruition. But listen carefully. This is just the beginning. Yes, you've won big. Yes, you are about to embark on a successful journey. Yes, your hard work is finally beginning to pay off. However, this is simply the basis. There's still more for you. Bigger triumphs, more abundance, and greater success. What is occurring today is just a sample of what is to come. The momentum you have built will continue to propel you ahead. You are entering an era in which every effort you make multiplies. Every seed you sow will sprout quicker than ever before. Every chance will result in even more possibilities. Now is not the time to slow down. Now is the moment to be focused, united, and pushing ahead. If you feel the abundance of divine love in your heart, now is the time to share it. You can help spread God's blessings by clicking the super thank you button on YouTube and contributing $20 or more. You have reached a level that many people never achieve, yet you are not supposed to stop there. You are supposed to keep going, to keep rising and smashing obstacles.